What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the map to veganism. Another video, not episode. You can call it episode. My name is Trevor and I help people go vegan or go home, baby. In today's video, I'm talking about how to be vegan at work. This is the weekly vegan vlog. So every week I'm going to show you how to be vegan based on my own life, how I'm doing it, and how you can do it as well. And my goal is to make it easy and fun, because we don't want to be too hard on ourselves, because we'll give up. Easy, fun, and delicious. I've never loved food more in my life. Let's get into today's video. I just worked for 4 days. Before going into work, I'm a seasonal firefighter, so I just started up again. I realized I had a lot of stuff going through my head. You know, like in your head when you start like having a conversation with someone back and forth and it's all in your head? Yeah, because I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna go back to work as a vegan around a bunch of firefighters who eat meat. People are gonna give me a hard time. So I was thinking, how am I gonna respond? That's also what this video is about, how to respond to the questions you get asked when you're vegan. Where do you get your protein? Plants have feelings too. Why are you vegan? What's wrong with you? Like, almost in a disrespectful kind of way, like putting you down. For some reason, I was expecting that for some reason. Literally the exact opposite happened. There was so much like just curiosity and respect from my coworkers and my boss. I think as a vegan, we can come, it's very easy to shame and make people feel guilty for eating meat. That's not my goal. My goal is to meet people where they're at, to meet you where you're at in love, and just lead by example. And what happens at where I work is we go to one big shop for everyone. I was able to get, I have access to a kitchen now, and I was able to get everything I need. So I wanted to go through some questions just that people were actually very curious about. They just had questions, which was really, really cool. One of the questions you're pretty much guaranteed to get is, where do you get your protein, right? In our society, that's something we've been indoctrinated and conditioned to think protein and meat. Like, you only get protein from meat. That is a myth. There's protein in everything. Okay, protein is just a distraction. It's a way to keep people sick. There's protein in broccoli. There's protein in all the veggies you're gonna eat, like nuts and seeds and lentils and tofu and peanut butter. Like, you name it, there's protein in it. So I've never ever heard in my entire life of anyone dying from the lack of protein. For some reason, we think like protein is this god that if we don't get it, we're gonna die. So I even bought some plant-based protein for smoothies. So, and then some typical responses are, I could never do that. I could never give up my steak. Which I understand. I used to say the same thing. I would say I would never give up In-N-Out burgers and Krispy Kreme donuts. How could I go without those? What would happen? What would my life be like if I didn't have In-N-Out in my life? I understand that perspective for sure. Beyond me, I saw they had a food truck and it said, I think it said we didn't give up the burger, just the cow, right? So you don't have to give up your burgers. I still eat burgers and ice cream and pizza. A lot of people go vegan for the diet aspect of it, and so a lot of people who do it for the diet kind of go back and forth. I've noticed, because it's diet in our societies, people do diets for just kind of periods of time. Someone did ask me why I'm a vegan. My response is always I'm a vegan for my health. That's part of it. The diet is part of it, but that's only a third of it. I'm also vegan for the animals and vegan for the environment, and that's what I say. That's my why, and that's what keeps me going. That's how I have been doing it for 2.5 years, and that's how I'll do it the rest of my life. It's a way of life, it's a lifestyle, and that's how you don't quit. I've seen a lot of people quit. When people say they're gonna try going vegan, they're setting themselves up for failure. I did have another firefighter said he wanted to try it. And I think even today, when I was leaving, he said, I'm gonna be vegan today. So you can see how I didn't come in there and just to shame people and say, you shouldn't eat that. That doesn't work. That's what got us here in our society. That's why we are at where we're at, because of fear, shame, and guilt. That does not make people want to change. So I just led by example. And I don't say this to brag at all. I am the fastest hiker on our crew, and so people notice. They're like, how the hell do you hike so fast? And I'm vegan, so they're in their own heads, I'm sure they're putting 2 and 2 together of, okay, well, I'm the fastest hiker and I'm also vegan. So there's something going on there. It's really cool. The guys are super respectful. A lot of the guys are even like, have been eating with me, some vegan meals with me. My coworker that was vegan for years, a really good cook, and he was eating with me, you know. That's another thing, is like, you want to find other people to do this with if possible. Get people on board. Don't make people feel guilty. Include them. I used to have a scarcity mindset. I used to think like, oh, all this, when I bring in my vegan food, or if I have some vegan food, this is for me. No one else can have it. Oh no, don't eat that. That's mine. But it's like, I want to have an abundance mindset. I want people to be able to try it and eat the vegan food and taste it and realize that they're not missing out on the taste, that it's amazing. And so I even made, one night I made vegan chocolate chip cookies. I made a batch of regular non-vegan and a batch of vegan. And it's so easy. I just got a non-vegan recipe. I replaced the butter with vegan plant butter, Miyoko's butter. And then I replaced the egg with a flax egg. And then I got chocolate chips without any milk in it. Honestly, you couldn't even tell the difference. They looked exactly the same, and the guys loved them. I made vegan brownies. It was a brownie mix, and all you had to do was add like oil and eggs. And so all I did was just put a flax egg in there instead. We also have a vegetarian. One of my coworkers is vegetarian, so that's super cool as well. Having other people there that are open, are you know, doing different things, and the other guys get to see how we go about doing it, and that we don't just eat grass. I got a Beyond Burger. I made a Beyond Burger last night with some vegan cheese. And I love being able to share the food I eat. And when people ask me questions, just you know, meeting them where they're at, because those are good questions. That's just where they're at. That's where I was at. I didn't understand, and honestly, some of these guys are wanting to eat healthier. They really are, and I already see it. Even this morning, literally today, this morning, the firefighter's making breakfast, and he's like, man, no, I'm making no meat for breakfast this morning, man. I've been eating too much. And so they didn't put any meat, no bacon, no sausage in the breakfast. Like, how cool is that? And so they're aware that they want to start eating healthier as well. Because, you know, when people ask me, you know, I do feel better, more energy. When people ask me that too, do you feel better eating vegan? Yeah, I feel cleaner. People are aware of that as well. Some other things I ate this week, I made kind of an onion and mushroom burger. You know, I grilled up some onions and mushrooms, and I got a hamburger bun. I put lettuce, tomato, avocado, and it was really good. So I had some vegan sausages I had one day. Lots of fruit. Oh, and the other firefighter, he made some udon noodles and a teriyaki seitan. And it was amazing. It was so good. With the noodles and the teriyaki, the seitan, it literally like kind of like a Mongolian beef. And even the texture was the same. My captain tried it, he said, yeah, that texture he could barely tell the difference. Crazy. I had a tofurkey sandwich. So I got the tofurkey slices, you know, like lettuce, tomato, avocado, vegan mayo. One morning I even made vegan pancakes. And again, it's so easy. It's starting to rain, if you can hear that. We're gonna roll with it. But one morning, you know, I made vegan pancakes, and again, it's so simple. You just replace the milk. So I use almond milk, flax egg. Super good. You can't even tell the difference. I had a smoothie this morning, some frozen fruit, peanut butter, protein powder. And I also had PB&Js too. When we're out like working and hiking, we pack lunches, and so having a PB&J. But that was my 4 days. That was only 4 days. It was a great 4 days. I'm super excited. Everyone's super respectful. I'm just doing me.
I've been doing me. Following my dreams, yeah. I've been doing me.
This is what works for me, and You know, I'm not telling other people what to do or what to eat. They're just seeing what I eat, and I answer their questions, meet them where they're at. And I'm not trying to convert anyone. I'm just leading by example because I'm passionate about veganism and I love food, and I want to help other people make that transition. That's what this channel is about, the Map to Veganism. I help people make an easy, fun, and delicious transition to veganism. So let me know some questions that you've been asked, because it can be hard to go into other places, meeting new people, not knowing how to respond, because when people find out you're vegan, they want to know why. They're going to ask questions. So it's good to know how to respond. I did get one more thing I wanted to share with you guys was I did get plants having feelings. You know, we think like, you know, that's a normal response. People think, well, vegans eat plants. Well, don't plants have feelings? It's just a justification for eating animals, but it's an honest question. And my response to that is, well, if you were actually, like, if that's a real concern about plants having feelings, then you'd be vegan. Because every year, we kill 70 billion land animals. And 80% of soy that we grow is fed to those animals. So, if you actually did care about plants and their feelings, you'd be vegan, because we actually eat a lot less of the plants. All the plants are going to the animals so that they can turn those animals into meat. So again, everything's upside down. It always is. There's always a distraction and a lie out there. So you really got to do your research and find out what's really going on. It's almost always going to be the opposite. So that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or what you've been asked about veganism, and I'll help you respond to those things. But thank you guys so much for watching this week's vegan vlog. Let me know what else you'd like me to do for my vegan weekly vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.